Okay, so Josh, here we are at Rockingham. It was a good start from what seemed like a very difficult qualifying session for you. A P3 right towards the end of the session, and then a solid P5 in race 1. But unfortunately, you were caught up in a little incident with Jason Plato at the start of race 2.
Yeah, race 1 was good. We did the best with what we had at the time. Lacked a little bit of pace to keep with the front runners, but it was a solid point score and a good shout for race 2. We've got a really good start in race 2. Managed to jump up, a good amount of ground, and managed to, put alongside Jason into turn 2 into the hairpin. And I was completely on the outside. I don't know if he locked up or anything, but yeah, he just stoved it straight into the side of me. Did a lot of damage to my car, and I think his own as well. But on the exit, I haven't seen it from the outside yet, but I think he just had no steering or something after the initial shunt, and ended up turning me around across the pack. So yeah, put an end to our race pretty quickly. The guys did their best to get the car back out, but it wasn't to be. So they've just been working pretty hard over the last hour, just trying to get back together.
Now for this round, we see the introduction of, instead of having the softs for your one race, you get to use the hards. Is there another sort of big difference between the mediums and the hards around the circuit? Can you really feel it?
Yeah, just a different way that the tyre works. It takes a little longer to come up the temperature, and it's you can hurt it a little bit more. But yeah, it's still a change that we can feel. We don't get a lot of chance to test on it, so it's a bit of a luck of the draw, really. In race 2, I did only 2 corners with it, so I didn't really have to run a lot. Which sadly I didn't, I didn't collect any information I could pass over to Ash when he runs it in race 3.
Now this track obviously brings a bit of the American motorsport over to England with the bankings, how close up to the wall you drivers get. Is it like do you get nervous at any point when you go out to the banking?
Only in qualifying. Yeah, qualifying was hairy. It was. In the dry it's an easy flat, the back end starts to step round, but it's just a nice kind of balance. But in the wet it was, a few times, especially my quickest lap, I was just sideways, opposite lock the whole way through, just trying to keep it out of the concrete. So it definitely adds another dimension to it. And a lot of other tracks you can make a little mistake and they're a little bit forgiving, but round here, certainly the last corner and also turn 1 around the bank, you make any mistake, it's going to be the end of your day.
And finally, race 3, we've seen that it is possible to get up from the back of the grid. There are two hairpins obviously around here, good overtaking opportunities. So what are you thinking? Do you think you could manage to get it up into the points?
Once again, I just got to keep out of any trouble, and sometimes, as in race 2, you can drive around the outside of the circuit to try and give everybody as much room as possible, but you can still get collected. So coming from the back of the grid, it's not going to be easy. I'll be making sure that do everything I can to keep out of trouble, but I need a bit of luck as well.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Josh, and very good for race 3.
Cheers.